Jen's like, because we're not going to go there because I could bring something up and you're not going to like it. And Gretchen's like, oh, I'll bring it up. You said that the second after you met Eddie, he was gay.
Did you see the look on Tamra's face?
Oh my God. I thought she was going to fall off the couch. I thought she was going to
Yep.
fall off the couch. Did Andy say it? Why are we saying he's gay? It's a bad thing. It is very
I mean,
insulting.
it's a bad thing if you're married to a woman.
Yeah.
Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Orange County, Season 19, Reunion Part 2. But before we get into that, it is BravoCon weekend. We are recording this on Sunday. You guys will hear it tomorrow on Monday. So I've been busy this weekend, so I've only seen bits and pieces of BravoCon. I did see, but I don't know what it's about. Supposedly, Sheena had a fight with somebody from Southern Charm in a green room at BravoCon. I don't know what the details are about that, but I'm interested to find out what that's about.
Why is Sheena even there? She's not on any Bravo show. Why
Well,
is Robin Dixon there?
Yeah, once a Bravo-leb, always a Bravo-leb. They bring him back. I mean, I was watching, what's her name? Oh, the Stu, the chief Stu from Below Deck. What's her name?
Chastain.
Kate. I was watching Kate. So she was doing, a couple of panels, and she was talking to Jeff Lewis, and Jeff Lewis said that he's already pissed off Andy. Like, Andy's pissed off at him. He said he thinks that it's better off if he does not host any more panels because he's good with meeting people and taking photos, but I guess he speaks his mind a little bit too much when he hosts panels. I heard he said something about Monica Garcia and being on SNAP benefits and not, yeah.
The thing is
And he
that
apologized.
Jeff, you can give your opinion, Jeff. Just don't be a dick. That's
right.
being a dick.
Right. And that's what he does. Like, that's who he is.
Yeah, and I get Andy's point. Like, do it on your own show. But when you're a Bravo employee hosting a show, like, you can't, Andy would never say anything like that, for crying out loud.
Right. And the big news that's come out, obviously, is that Teresa and her brother Joe have made up. We've seen them together on the red carpet. We've seen Melissa talking about it. We've seen Margaret talking about it. I haven't seen Jen Fessler talking about it yet. But again, I really haven't watched that much because I've been very busy this weekend. But it is on Peacock, and I will go back and watch it. Our friends' husbands watching Housewives get back. We'll have them on, and they can give us their honest opinion of the behind the scenes and, if they got to meet the people that they wanted to. And Captain Jason, I saw him talking to Heather, and, he's maintaining that there was no, that they're just friends.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to mess up his chances of hooking up this weekend.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be that guy. He doesn't want to be the kiss and tell guy.
Right.
Heather's totally the kiss and tell girl, though. I mean, especially with somebody like Captain Jason. I mean, that's top tier.
Other thing. Yeah. The other thing I saw is new Love Hotel cast came out.
Oh, who is it?
It is.
Is it Heather?
Portia Williams, Heather, and no, not Ashley. Shoot, I can't remember.
She had your chance. No double takes. No double dibs.
No, not Ashley. I gotta look it up. Wife's Love Hotel, it's called, right? Hold on, let me look it up. No, not Shannon. What is wrong with me? Sonia. Heather, Sonia, and Portia. Only 3.
That's a bold move, putting Sonia on there.
I know.
Especially putting Sonia on there without Dorinda, Ramona, or Luann to kind of reel her in if necessary. You know what I mean?
Yes. I hope
because
this is true.
That could get real messy.
Yes, it could.
Which I'm sure Bravo's hoping that it will.
Yeah. I mean, I'm here to see Sonia come back, though. I kind of miss her.
I miss Sonia, too. I just want to see a healthier version of her. Like, I miss Dorinda, too. But unless Dorinda doesn't drink, I don't want to see Dorinda on TV ever again either. I don't know what I was watching, but it was all they started showing clips of Dorinda over the years, and she had some moments where, I mean, I don't like to say it. I don't like to say it. Listen, I just the other night drank too much. I was out for my daughter's birthday, and my husband and my daughter had to get me out of there, and I'm sure I was very embarrassing. But that's so embarrassing to me, and I wasn't on TV. Like, I don't know. I don't like to see that. And
I know,
honestly,
I don't like to see that either.
that's why the old RHOC cast got the boot anyway, because nobody wanted to see a bunch of drunk old women.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
I put myself in that category, by the way. I'm not,
Yes.
but that
And it was also announced that Still Flipping Out is coming back to Bravo, which is Jeff's series, and the Valley Persian edition, and that Lala and Schwartz are full-time Valley members for season
mhm.
3, and I'm trying to think what else was announced that was
So I
kind
guess
of big
Lala and
news.
Sheena are still not okay, right?
No, they're still not okay. They're not okay, and I actually saw Kristen talking about it a little bit, and she was saying that she doesn't really know what it's all about. She hasn't really had those conversations. Karen Huger came out, and I thought it was ridiculous that she got, like, cheers and, like, a standing ovation, like, they were happy to see her. I'm like, "It's really not great." Not
This
great.
is this
I
is
know.
where we're at in this country, in the world right now. This is where we're at. It's not
Yeah,
a good
and
place
Wendy
to be.
no, and Wendy Osefo was there, and she really wouldn't speak on it, but
I did see her say that, she and her husband tell their children when, things happen to them, like in games and stuff like that, like if they're losing a game, like chin up. And that's why she went to BravoCon because she was keeping her chin up. Again, not speaking on it, but,
right,
she's
not
facing hard
hiding.
times and she's not, yeah, right. She's not going to hide. I mean, listen, she knows if she's guilty or not. So, Bravo extended the invitation, she accepted it, you can't fault her for that. Same thing with Karen. We're
Yeah.
supporting Bravo. All of us are supporting Bravo. I told Wendy I'm not gonna talk about the Joe Gorga and Teresa Giudice reunion reconciliation because I don't have very many nice things to say about it.
Actually, you don't have any nice
I
things
have no
to say.
nice things to say
No
about it.
nice things.
I really don't. I will not watch Jersey if they bring Teresa back, and quite honestly, now I don't really have any interest in watching Melissa and Joe either. But whatever, that's that. But we're supporting, I'm including myself, we're supporting Bravo, and this is what Bravo does. Bravo rewards bad behavior.
Yes. Yes, this is what happens. I do also admit that I had a bit of FOMO. The couple, like, it looks like everyone's having a great time. Like, it does look like it's a fun place to be.
Well,
So,
BravoCon.
yeah. So I
Yeah, for
am
sure.
still putting it out in the universe that I would like to go there next year with VIP
Maybe we
and
should
just
do a
say I did
vision
it.
board, a We Wine Whenever vision board.
There you go.
I think we should do that.
Okay, we will. We'll
Mhm.
definitely work on that.
Yeah.
We'll do that. So now we're going to talk about the OC reunion.
Yes.
We kind of pick up where we left off, where
Tamra flying off the handle.
yeah, exactly, exactly. With Gretchen, her and Gretchen are speaking, and Andy says to Tamara, you bring up, shit about people that happened in the past, and of course Tamara's like, no, I don't. I don't do that. And then, you know, Gretchen and Tamara really are literally screaming at each other. Well, not so much Gretchen, but Tamara is screaming, and she's calling her an effing liar, and just again acting erratic,
Yeah.
completely erratic.
Very erratic.
Um, they don't really get a resolution, so Andy puts a pin in that, and then he brings up the old picture that Tamara brought up of Jen and, the story about the hair extensions, and, I thought Jen actually handled herself very well. She's like, "I feel like, Tamara, you don't like me, and that's okay." I thought Jen really addressed it well. I thought that she was very calm about it. I thought she was articulate about it. I thought that she was clear about, where her relationship with Tamara lies.
This is the way you have to handle Tamra. She's like a toddler throwing a tantrum.
Mhm.
So you have to remain calm. And you're right. Jen articulated herself very well, especially when Tamra accused her of buying the house 2 doors down from her, and Jen was like, "What are you talking about?" Like, Tamra never even lived in the house she was talking about. Even Andy was like, "Okay, but you never lived there." Like, none of it made sense what Tamara was saying. She was spiraling,
It
and
didn't.
I really do feel like Andy was getting very annoyed by her.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. And Gina, I like that Gina did stick up for Jen too. She's like, Jen never came across to me as like someone who was, you know, thirsty to be on the show. And Andy even says, so what if she wanted to be on the show? What is wrong with
Exactly.
that?
There's a million women. Look at David Bedour's wife. Have you seen this shit with her? Putting up a picture of her holding an orange and then putting a post up like, "I could be at BravoCon in 2 hours and I have
Oh, I
all
didn't
the
see that.
tea." Yeah, "And I have all the tea and I'm ready to spill." Like, this is thirsty. That's thirsty. But Jen, like, doesn't go to great lengths to stay on the show. Like, she doesn't change who she is to try to stay on the show.
Right.
That's when you're really thirsty to be on the show. Like Tamra. Like, Tamra's desperate to be on the show to the point where she just is nasty and goes
Right.
way below the belt.
Definitely does. And there's no reason for it.
Right.
And even so much as she goes, once they get the whole thing settled about the house, she's like, well, you went to my doctor, then you went to my hair salon, then you wanted to do a fitness competition. And they show those old scenes of Jen and Tamara having the conversation.
Right. Right.
Like that we never saw before Jen was even on the show.
Right.
Before Jen was even on the show. It's like, come
She
on.
she's a lot. Tamra's a liar. She's a liar. I mean, that whole thing just proved it.
Yeah. And then a viewer asked Gretchen if she sees a parallel with Tamara being jealous of Jen's looks, like she was jealous of your looks. I thought Tamara was going to blow a gasket.
Me too. But it's so true. It's so true.
Yeah. And then it comes up again about the picture, and Heather's trying to defend the conversation where it came up. That really wasn't the whole conversation. The whole conversation was a lot more entailed than that. That was one small part of it. And that,
There was a lot of
she was
crying because they were talking about Teddy, and it wasn't
right.
a good time for her to say, "You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't." So she couldn't reprimand Tamara or call her out for doing something wrong because she was so distraught about Teddy.
Right. Right.
Stop it.
But then Emily asks Tamara what was the real intention with the photo. Was it just to say that Jen had changed? Shannon said, well, in Temecula, you admitted that you did it to be shady.
Yep.
And
Yep.
not until Shannon said that did she say, well, yeah, I did. I did do that. Listen, I don't know. This whole thing going back and forth. I mean, I did like that Emily did bring up that when the whole situation came up with the fat photo and Jen said, listen, this was a point in my life when I was busy with my kids. I wasn't working out. Like, I don't care what it looks like. Like, I don't
Right.
even care what the photo looks like.
Yeah, I was raising a family. I was being a good mother and a
Right. And Emily said that how that really resonates with her because this past season, when she's watching herself back, she's not in the best shape because she's had so much on her plate this season with her son. And she was kind of in the midst of everything, not taking care of herself. And, she found strength in what Jen said to her, which I really liked, honestly, that she said that. I
right.
did. Because
Right.
I'm not really happy with Emily this season. I think that she's a big pot stirrer. I think that, you know,
I
I
think
don't know.
Emily was doing Tamara's dirty work, and I think Emily stopped doing Tamara's dirty work, and I think that's what we're gonna see at the end of this reunion, is Tamara going at Emily, because she's not her little minion anymore. That's my
Mhm.
personal feeling, but we have to wait and see. But Tamara brought up that Jen had an affair at her old yoga studio with an instructor,
Right.
like, just making shit up. But meanwhile, it was a big fucking deal when Gretchen said that Tamara had sex with the boy band guy when she was separated. But Tamara can throw this out about Jen, that she had an affair while married to Will before
Right.
Ryan. This is
Right.
okay.
Right. But then she does say, "You know what? I didn't really have evidence to back that up, so I really shouldn't have said it."
Right, but you've already put it out into the
You already
universe.
said it.
You've already
Right,
said it.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
now Will is going to question whether or not this happened, and it could start a whole big thing between she and Will. This is why nobody trusts Tamra, because she lies. She's a liar.
Then Andy asks Jenn if she has a date yet for her wedding, and she's like, no, but she's not in any rush to get married. And to be honest with you, everyone kind of agrees with her. There is no rush for her to get married to Ryan. Like, they're
No.
in a good place, they're in a
Right.
good place. Then he brings up about what she said in Amsterdam about how she's worried about if she'll be enough for Ryan when she gets older. And he asks Gina, you said that you think because Ryan over sexualizes things, like, do you think that that's the reason that I was like, God, like, Andy, why do you do this? Like, seriously, why do you do this?
I know.
But listen, what came out is that Jenn and Ryan are doing great. They actually had a sit down with Will.
That was amazing.
He took accountability for not being there for his kids financially and physically. She has 100% custody of her children, and she is financially the breadwinner for her children. Listen, she's doing great.
Yeah.
She's doing great.
Yeah.
And I'm happy. I'm happy for her.
No, me
I'm
too.
happy
I
for
like
her.
Jenn. Like, I feel like she's like a Lori Peterson story. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
doing the best she could. And although Lori was single for a while, like, I think Jenn went right from Will to Ryan. But whatever, it is what it is, But
Right.
you like to see the comeback stories, and Jen's having a comeback story. I like it.
Right. Oh, and the other thing that was announced is that Vicky's getting a full-time Orange for
Yeah.
season 20, and she accepted.
Yeah.
I mean, we were not surprised about that. We were
No, we're not
expecting that.
surprised. It makes sense. I mean, if you're gonna make a big deal about the 20th season, yeah, bring her back. If you're not
Yeah.
gonna make a bigger deal about the 20th season, then don't worry about it. Just, flounder like you have been with this OC, I guess. I really wish they would get rid of Tamra, but it's not gonna happen,
But
I guess.
I'm telling you, now that she's coming back, I feel like the Trace Amigos might be back too.
I don't know. I think Shannon's too smart for that. I think Shannon's going to maintain her friendship with Vicky the way it is, but she's going to continue to keep Tamra at arm's length as she
I hope
should.
so. I hope
As
so.
she should.
Yes, I hope that that's true. I hope that that's true. And then it came up that Gina had said that about Shannon, that she was concerned about her falling back into her old ways. And Shannon said, I was really hurt by that because I'm 100% accountable for my actions. And she is.
Yes.
And she's like, I'm good. Like, you don't need to worry about me. And Gina's like, well, no, like, it's because you live alone. And, she's like, I go out with my dad twice a week. And then Gina's like, well, I mean, I was on the phone with you and you fell. And I was just like, well, I mean, she is a little klutzy. I could see,
I mean, we've seen Shannon fall all season.
Right.
And there
right.
wasn't alcohol involved. I mean, maybe there was, but we didn't know.
Right. Right. So I am glad that, Shannon is in a good place. I think she is in a good place. I think she's fine. I think she's all good. Then Andy brought up about Gina specifically kind of shading Heather's career and her comedy aspect of it and her acting. And I thought it was interesting when Heather was explaining herself. Andy was having the side conversation with Shannon because Shannon has to go to the bathroom and Heather reprimanded him.
For sure she did.
I was like,
this is important.
Right.
I have no idea what she was even saying. I could care less. And again, Heather, what do you care if Gina, Gina was funny in her confessional when she was like, I was in 4th grade.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a funny, I just think that Gina tries to be funny, and that actually was funny. Like, who cares?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Do you think you're not going to get roles because Gina on The Real Housewives of OC is making fun of your acting or your comedic energy? Like, no, you're not going to get passed over for roles for that.
Well, I did think it was funny though after Heather reprimanded Andy. Andy's like, you do know that she was on many sitcoms. Like, he was again sticking up for her. Right. Yeah, he was there. He had her back.
Yeah.
Then they all go on a break. They come back from the break and they show a bunch of fun scenes where they're, they're on the bikes and they're playing volleyball and they're doing the lymphatic drainage massage.
Yeah, I liked when Andy asked Emily what Shane thought of the male dancers, and she said he did not like watching that, but he's going to let it go.
Yep. And then they show her with another male dancer a couple seasons earlier.
I forgot about that.
I did too.
I forgot about that. I liked when they kept asking Andy about the cock ring. He's like, well, it makes your dick look bigger. And who asked them? Somebody was like, wait, but doesn't it make it like more pleasurable or something? So whoever was asking, maybe it was Gretchen, obviously knows. But Andy's like, I don't know. I don't use it. Like,
He's like, this isn't about me.
exactly. He's like, for crying out loud, get the spotlight off of me.
Yeah.
Gina did look amazing in that dress, though. I guess when they went to break,
She did.
like she stood up.
She stood up. Yeah.
Was a stunning dress.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because now we see them go to their trailers.
Yes, it's lunch break. They go to their trailers. Matt pulls up, and then he meets up with Katie in her trailer. She's happy to see him. Shannon goes into Jenn's trailer, and she's eating her own chicken that she brought with her, not the craft services there. And she's asking, like, what is going on with Tamara's hatred towards me? Like, she really is going hard for Shannon. And I think Jen is right, because Shannon will not accept the apology from her and move forward and be her friend.
Oh, yeah, that's 100% it.
Yes, that's it.
For sure.
Yeah. What I was confused about is this whole thing with Katie and someone named Nicole trying to get information about Ryan and the feds that they were talking about. Do you have any idea what that is?
Okay, so remember Ryan's friend is going to jail for the bookie.
Right.
So this is him and his wife is Nicole. So they must have been somewhere, and Katie went up to Nicole and said, I want to ask you something, and you have to promise not to lie. Was Ryan involved in Matt's illegal bookie business? And Nicole must have said no, and Katie was like disappointed that she didn't give her the answer she was looking for. And then Nicole told Ryan that Katie said they really want you on the show, so let's get together so we can talk about it.
They want Nicole on the show?
They want Nicole on the show. Now, it is in Bravo's wheelhouse to want someone who has a criminal for a husband, because we've seen it on Jersey, to be on the show. But who the fuck is Katie to be recruiting? Like, I think Katie, if this is true, if what Jen and Ryan, if what Ryan reported to Jen is true, it would be Katie probably trying to like butter her up and be like, oh yeah, let's get together, but not, but so she could get like dirt on Ryan. Cause I do believe Jen, when Jen was like, Katie and Tamra probably wanted to come into this reunion with something in their back pocket that I wouldn't see coming.
Right. And Shannon said, are you going to bring it up? And she said, yes.
Right.
She's going to bring it up. She's going to bring it up.
Which she hasn't yet, but hopefully
Matt
she
just
does.
came out, though. Matt just came out. And I'll be honest with you. I'm a bit disappointed that Slade and Ryan didn't come.
You know what? I don't think Ryan is really a factor in this. I mean, he was at the dinner at Mastro's. Okay. But he did not insert himself anywhere this season.
You're right.
Smartly, he didn't. But I agree with you. I'm very disappointed that Slade didn't show up, because Slade has been on reunions in the past and he's never shied away from it before. So why this time?
Right. Because he was invited.
For sure.
He was invited.
And I don't think Ryan's ever been on a reunion. I saw somebody else ask that question and the answer was no. So I didn't fact check it. I don't think he's ever been on a reunion. And I think it's because of Tamra. Because
it could be.
He got so much
she's toxic.
Heat.
She's so toxic.
And he's gotten so much heat from talking about her, even on podcasts, that if he comes to a reunion, he's going to have to face off against Tamra, and then he's going to look like a bad guy for yelling at a woman.
Right. There's nothing he can't win in that situation.
He can't win. However, Slade can't say that right now because it's Matt who he would have had to face. So if you're telling the truth and you got nothing to be scared of, then he should have showed up. Because this wasn't about him and Tamra this time. It was about him and Matt.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So after lunch, they're talking, and Andy asked Jen if her and Katie have spoken since they wrapped, and she's like, no, they haven't. And Andy agrees, and I agree too that it's sad because they were friends. I mean, they were talking every day, and Katie said she feels like that Jenn hung her out to dry. And they bring up the video that Jenn and Gretchen about that video that Jenn and Gretchen did with the
They were like
the music
kickboxing or
playing.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, the music playing in the background. It was like kung fu music or something like that. And I guess Katie had made a comment that it appeared to be racist. She wasn't calling Jenn racist, but she had made the comment that it appeared to be racist. And Jenn took that as she was calling her racist. And she's like, you know who I am. That is not who I am. And, you know,
Well, she
Katie
has an
said, no,
adopted child of color. I mean, to call her a racist would be
right,
I'm not
right.
agreeing with what they did in the video, but
No, no.
if
And they're not
she
either.
thought Katie was calling her a racist, I could see where she would be so hurt by that.
Upset. Yeah.
But
No,
I
I
don't
totally get
think
it.
Katie was calling her a racist.
She wasn't. She absolutely was not. She was not. Both Jenn and Gretchen apologized to Katie, and Katie accepted their apology. And I think that when, Andy asked Jenn, like, what were you thinking? And she's like, you know what, we weren't. And I think that that is true. I don't think
Yeah.
there was any malice. No, I don't think that this was like thought out. I don't think it was. I don't think it was.
No.
But Jenn said, you are so hell-bent to Katie on that roofie story at Mastro's. Like, that's where they don't agree.
Yeah.
I feel like that's such a stupid argument at this point.
Well,
Because
somebody's lying. That's the problem. And we
well,
don't know who is.
somebody's lying. They were in a public restaurant. It was several months before Katie or Jenn even knew Gretchen was gonna be filming. Like, Gretchen wasn't even a part of the OC at this point,
Right.
right?
Right.
She wasn't. It wasn't even a thought in anyone's mind. I'm sure it was said. Why would Katie make that up?
Why would Jenn? You think Jen's just not saying it because she just doesn't want to have these issues? Like, she just wants to be okay with all the girls. And Katie's clearly on the outside of everybody except Tamra now, of course. Like, Jenn just doesn't want to get. I mean, she said to her at that sit down, everything's getting very messy around you.
She said that. And like was pointed out, when they were in New Orleans, when it came up, the first time it came up, Jenn said, I never heard of this naked wasted. I don't know what you're talking about. And then the next
She didn't say
night,
that, though. She didn't say, I don't know what you're talking about. She said, I don't even know a lot about that naked wasted. That's what she said. She didn't say she doesn't know anything. And I know it's just semantics, but
No,
I
you're
think that
right.
there's a big difference. She didn't say, I don't know anything about that. She said, I don't know much about that.
Right.
But then she and Gretchen clearly could have had a conversation from one night to the next where she filled her in. Right?
Right. Right. And then that's when she said, well, I remember Gretchen saying that she was very sick, that maybe she should have gone to the hospital. Because now this is what they're stuck on, is that whole phrase about whether she went to the hospital or whether she didn't go to the hospital. But the fact that she's saying that Gretchen said she was so sick the next day means that she heard the conversation.
Right. Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what doesn't add up to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know
think
why.
Gretchen and Slade for sure 100% told this story.
I do too. I do too. And the fact that Katie is not allowing Jenn to not own it is what's the problem between her and Jenn. Because Jenn is saying, no, that she didn't say that, even though she's already kind of told us that she said that. And Katie's like, I'm just done lying. I'm done protecting people. This is really what happens. And I'm just going to put it out there, whether you like it or not. But then I don't know why in the same moment that this is all happening, then Andy brings up the Sheena thing.
Yes. That was only on Peacock, by the way. Did you watch this on Peacock?
I watched it on Peacock, yeah.
So
Because
first
you told
I
me to
watched
watch
it
it on Peacock.
demand.
Okay.
And then the next day I'm like, let me just watch it on Peacock, not take notes, just see if I pick up on anything. This was the only thing on Peacock that was not on demand.
Okay.
Him bringing up Sheena Shea. He did not bring it up on demand.
That's interesting.
Yep. That was the only
And, like,
difference.
why did that have to be brought up now, like, in the midst of this reunion? Like, it just didn't even make sense.
I don't know, but
And the whole
Andy also said on Peacock that did not air on demand as well, or on Comcast, on cable.
on
Andy
DVR, right.
confirmed that Gretchen came back because when she was on the girls' trip, on Ultimate
Mhm.
Girls Trip, the network decided they wanted her back. That was not said on Comcast, and it was said on Peacock.
Yes, that was the other thing that was said. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, Andy basically had to mansplain the naked wasted resurrection because it's so confusing. And this is what I want to say. I don't want to think this hard with housewives. I don't want to play the game Clue when it comes to housewives. I want to sit back. I want to see affluent women have fun with their friends and, once in a while drink too much and say something and maybe some little catty fights. But it's too much. It's too deep. It's too dark. I don't want it.
No, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
I just don't want to think this hard. I never had to think this hard when Housewives first came out.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that Matt showed up and Slade didn't, Andy asked, why isn't Slade here? Because at one point, Matt's trying to tell the story and Gretchen keeps interrupting him.
Absolutely, over and over. Very
I'm like,
frustrating.
this is ridiculous. It wasn't a conversation with you and Matt. It was a conversation with Slade and Matt. So you are not the one to interrupt him.
Right. Well, how about the fact that Jen's like, because we're not going to go there because I could bring something up and you're not going to like it. And Gretchen's like, oh, I'll bring it up. You said that the second after you met Eddie, he was gay.
Did you see the look on Tamra's face?
Oh my God, I thought she was going to fall off the couch. I thought she was going to
Yeah.
fall off the couch. But by the way, did Andy say it? Like, why are we saying he's gay like it's a bad thing? Like, it is very
I mean,
insulting that.
it's a bad thing if you're married to a woman.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, that's why it's a bad thing.
right.
If you're
Right.
married to a woman and you know, are in a relationship with a woman and you're actually gay,
Yeah.
I think it's a bad thing.
And it's not a known lavender marriage. But maybe it
Right.
is. Maybe Tamara and Eddie
Well, if
have
it
a
is,
lavender marriage.
but well, then that if you're on a reality show, then let us fucking know, and we wouldn't care. We wouldn't
Exactly.
talk about it. We wouldn't talk about it.
Just like
Like,
Seth and
this is
Meredith, if you have an open relationship, just say
just
it.
tell us. We
And
don't
then
care.
people will stop bringing up the fact that your husband had a mistress in an Uber. Like,
Right.
them. Say it before they could say it to you.
Right.
8
Right.
Mile. Come on.
Well, and honestly, you know what? Margaret was the queen of this on New Jersey.
Absolutely. That's why I love Margaret. But
Right.
there's
She
nothing
came on
you
the
can
show.
say to Margaret that's going to get her so upset. I mean, Danielle saying she was a bad mother, that upset her because it's not that she's a bad, but she was very honest about the situation with her children.
Right.
In
Right.
her book, she was very honest. I totally agree with you. That's one of the best things about Margaret Josephs. She plays the game well.
Just own your shit.
She owns it.
Just put it out there and own it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all
She
we
makes
ask.
Brenna proud. She owns it.
I don't care. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care what goes on in your bedroom. I don't care. It's none of my business. I don't
Quite
care.
honestly, it makes you more interesting. We
Yeah.
are middle-aged housewives in Brick, New Jersey. If you
Right.
tell me that you're in a lavender marriage, I'm interested in that. I want to know what's going on there.
Right. I do too.
You're in an open marriage? Amazing. Tell me how that works.
Right.
It's interesting.
I think we may get some of this stuff with Rhode Island, to be honest with you. This is what I'm
I'm
hoping.
very much looking forward to Rhode Island. I hope
I am
Jersey
too.
never comes back now because Rhode Island is going to be a perfect substitution.
Yeah. Listen, I'm here for that too.
Yeah.
I'm
Unless,
here for
you know
that
what?
too.
Listen, move New Jersey over to Princeton, that kind of area. Let's see how those women roll.
I don't know. Do you think there's interesting women in Princeton, New Jersey?
There's interesting women in Princeton, New Jersey. And they're
Okay.
all like
Not that I'm
academic.
shading. Yeah,
they're-
I'm not that I'm shading.
They're smart women with their own careers. Listen, I'm not saying that this isn't in other places in New Jersey. I'm just saying Princeton's a very academic area. Yes. Let's get some professors on the show or, judges. Come on now.
Judges?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think I want to see a judge let loose.
I do, but
I
maybe
don't
it's
know.
'cause I've worked for lawyers for 30 years.
Yeah, maybe. Alls I can say is I just came back from Atlantic City. I was gone for 2 nights and 3 days in Atlantic City with 2 of my other girlfriends who I've known forever, and we spent 2 nights in Bally's, and we never laughed so much. It's just we get together and we laugh and we have so much fun, and there's shenanigans everywhere we go, and we were on the boardwalk with the pedicab guy, and when we go down there, every time we go down to Atlantic City, what does she call it? Pam brings money with her for acts of kindness. She just brings money because she likes to give money to people that need it. And I should have taken out my camera because I'm watching her run over to give this guy money. This guy's hugging her on the street. He's crying, and I'm just like, this is who she is. Then we're walking down the boardwalk. It's the wind is at us. It's freezing. We're laughing. She sees 2 people. She goes and wakes them up, and the guy's like, ah! And she's giving him money. It's just like, my God, the stuff that we do, and we laugh. And I was like, oh, if we had a camera following us, there's the mannequins that are out on the boardwalk. I have no idea why they have mannequins out at the boardwalk, like at nighttime.
Well,
But
is
these
it for those
mannequins,
stores that
yeah, those stores that have like the cheap crap, right?
exactly, yeah.
So Pam, the mannequins have no heads. So Pam goes behind the mannequins, and Pam is very tall. I think she's like 5'10", but the mannequins are even taller. So she's standing on her tippy toes, holding the boobs of the mannequin with her head sticking over the top and her body behind them. And I'm just like, this is the stupid shit that we do. But you know what? We have fun and we laugh. Like,
That's all
that's what
that
I want to
matters.
see.
Yep.
I want to see women do funny stuff and laugh. Oh my gosh. And then we went to a place called we were looking for edibles, and Geraldine's got her phone out trying to figure out where this place is, and we're getting these directions, and Pam is driving, and then I'm like, it says it right here, High Roller Dispensary. Why do we keep driving past this place? Let's just stop. So we stop at High Roller Dispensary. We get out. There's like a guy at the front door, and we're like, well, what is this place? Like, we don't know what it is. Like, there's a guy at the front door, and we're like, what do you do? Like, can we go in there? He goes, yeah, but I need to see your ID first. And I'm like, all right, he needs to see her ID. Pam's like, well, I got to get my ID. It's in the car. So she goes and gets her ID. I'm like, wait, he thinks we're not 21? I mean, like, this is not really a thing. Like, why does he need her ID? Right. So he takes our ID, he scans our ID, and we're like, we don't really know what we're looking for. We don't know what to do. He goes, well, you just go in there and there's a kiosk, but it's really busy in there. If you guys need help, after I scan your ID, I'll help you in this kiosk over here and you can order what it is you want to order. So we're like, okay. So we go over to the kiosk and we order what we're going to order. And Gerald's like, well, I want to pay cash. I was like, why do you want to pay cash? She's like, I just want to pay cash. I was like, all right, we're going to
I
pay
thought
cash.
dispensaries were a cash-only business.
I thought so too, but not anymore. No, you could have paid Apple Pay. You could have paid whoever.
Wow.
So then we get inside because that's where we're going to get the stuff. After we place the order on the kiosk, we get inside and I feel like we're in an Apple store that smells like weed. I mean,
Right.
the place reeks of weed, right?
Obviously.
But it's set up literally like an Apple store. You know how like there's counters in the middle with like little things?
Yeah.
Like an Apple store, but it's just there's like crystal bongs and like pretty like paraphernalia and different kinds of edibles and weed, and I don't even know. Like I don't
Right.
I don't really know.
Lots of
right?
options. Lots of options.
Lots of options. Lots of options. I don't know where I'm going with this story, but anyway, so then we're waiting. We're like, what do we do? Like, are they going to just call us? Like, she wants to pay cash. So all of a sudden we hear Jerry Lynn. I was like, oh, that's you.
That's us.
So she goes, so she goes over and she pays cash. Then her and I are out to dinner later. She's like, I don't have any cash on me. Like, do you have cash? I'm like, yeah, I have cash. I said, if you don't have cash on you, then why did you want to pay cash? Why did you insist on paying cash when we were at the dispensary? She goes, I did not want my name associated with it. I was like, but you put your name.
Say, or maybe she didn't want her husband seeing, like, what the hell did you buy at a dispensary?
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't care. He wouldn't care. But I was like, you put your name in there with your phone number when we put it in on the kiosk. I was like, they already got you. She's like, oh, okay. It was just funny. It was just, like these are the shenanigans that happen.
Yeah.
With middle-aged women who are actually friends who go out and have a good time and, are harmless. But you know who was there? Amish Outlaw.
Oh, really?
They were at Bally's in like the yard the same night that the freestyle was at Hard Rock. So we went Gerald and I we took a ride on one of those rickshaw things over to the Hard Rock because it was too far.
Mhm.
And it was so busy. Like, that lobby bar that we love was
Yep.
so crowded. That
Yep.
whole area in front of the escalators was because, like, they didn't actually go in yet. I was like, "Oh, no, it's too crowded. It's too crowded." So we left and went back to Bally's, but we had a good time, and
Nice.
that's what I like to watch is people my age
Yes. This is what I'm
having a good
saying.
time. Right.
Yeah.
It's lighthearted. I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
Stop. It's just all trying to dig shit up on people, talking to the content creators.
Right.
That's crossing the line.
Right. Right.
It's just I don't know. It's
I
just
know.
not
It's
what
too
it used to
much.
be. It's way too much.
It's too much. I mean, Katie and Matt and Gretchen, we didn't even get to finish it because there was so
No.
much yelling going on. I mean, the
And then
last thing
Katie
I
blames Jen for fucking with her paycheck. Fuck
paycheck, yep.
you, Katie. Whether Gretchen said it or not, listen, Jen's not getting involved. She's not fucking with your paycheck. You went to Kiki Monique. You were talking about these women the entire off season. You fucked with your own paycheck.
Yes, I agree with that. And I still think what you said to the beginning is true, is that she didn't think she was coming back.
Yeah, I really think so.
I do like that Andy clarified that Kiki Monique is not a blogger.
Oh, of course he wouldn't do that for anybody else, but because she's on Radio Andy, he's like, let me make this clear.
Right. Right.
Whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess, listen, we have one more episode left of this reunion. I'm aggravated that we have to wait until this last episode to find out exactly what is going on with Tamra and what Gretchen spent all these thousands of dollars. And did she really, or is this all bullshit too?
Yeah. I am looking forward to Tamara's reaction to the last scene, though, where this person, but, of course, now they're saying, like, it could be anybody. It could have been Slade on the other end of the phone. Here's the problem, though, with AI, you really don't know. You don't know what to believe anymore.
No, you don't.
Like, on social media, on the new, anything. Because Tess and I were having a conversation last night. I'm not even going to bring up what it was about because I don't want to get into it. But I said that to her. I'm like, but I don't know if I believe that. And she was like, what do you mean you don't believe it? I'm like, Tess, but AI, like anybody can say anything. Somebody may not have even said those words. They might have said those words and somebody pieced them together to make that sentence. It's
No,
crazy.
I totally agree. And that's the problem. That is the problem. The amount of misinformation that is out there
Yeah.
online, whether it be on social media or it even be on what people consider to be the news. Like
Right.
when I have a conversation with Matt, the first thing when he tells me something, the first thing I say to him is, "What is your source? Where did you get this information?"
Right.
Because we had this whole conversation the other day about that new temple in Princeton that we were supposed to go to. And when he told me his source was the New York Times, I said, "Okay, I believe it. If your source is the New York Times, I 100% believe it." But there's so much crap out there and people don't check it. They don't check it. They just see
Right.
the bullshit and they run with it. So
Absolutely.
it is hard to know no matter what it's about, whether it's about a housewife or whether it's about a political leader or whether it's
Exactly.
like it's
You don't know what to
insanity.
believe. It's
You don't know
horrible.
what to
It's
No, you
horrible.
don't. It really
And
is.
AI is not going anywhere, and so this is only gonna get worse.
Yeah, it is. I think that we all need to be educated on AI. We do. I feel like we need to be educated. Like, how do we detect it? I know that because that came out on the reunion too, when Katie said that Gretchen sent me an AI text message, a Chat GBT text message, and Heather's like, "Wait, you can run Chat GBT through a detector to see if it's like." She had no idea, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I find
that's
it
out
very
there.
hard to believe that Heather was not aware of this when she has kids in college, because
Well,
obviously
I
you
don't
can't use ChatGPT in college because professors are using the opposite software to detect
detect
artificial
it.
intelligence. Like, how is Heather not? Although, you know what? I take that
Do you think
back.
she's not having these deep conversations with her
She's not
kids?
having these conversations with her kids. I'm sure when she talks to her children when they're away at college, she's just updating them on their latest real estate transactions. So I take it back. This doesn't surprise
Yeah.
me at all.
Yeah. But this is where we're at in this world. Like, we don't know.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like the AI. I mean, use it for what you gotta use it for, but I don't know.
No, I'm with
My
you.
nana said 20 years ago, internet's gonna be the internet's the devil. The internet's gonna ruin the world. My nana said that.
She knew it. Your nana was right. All right. So I don't have anything else on OC, do you?
No, I did not.
Okay. Okay. We have nothing else then for tonight.
That's
Thank
it.
you for watching and listening. Please subscribe and only give us a 5-star review.
That's right.
Bye.
Bye.